Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and to our elemental natural magic. So, let's look at the power of the animal kingdom, shall we? As living beings, we humans share our experience of existence with the animal kingdom, of which of course we are part. Humans have used animals for thousands of years. Today, some are hunted or farmed and killed as food. Others are kept for their products, such as wool or eggs, or because they are useful or pleasing to us in some way. Biologically, human beings are closer to other animals than they are to plants, and so it is on the magical level too. Each animal lives in its own habitat, in its own special way. It has its characteristic shape, lifestyle, instinctive behavior, which are expressed in the magical powers we ascribe to it. The different types of animals and birds each have their own distinct characteristics. Many are so well known that they are immediately recognized to humans. Human behavior is often described in animal terms, for we humans can relate closely to certain animals or birds. Individual human beings are often compared favorably or unfavorably with animals, and some animal names are used as insults, such as calling a woman a cow, or a man a pig, or a snake. In some cultures and religions, certain animals are considered holy or unclean. Traditional spirituality, however, is different, for it views no animal as unclean, for nature is whole and self sufficient. Different animals have their own magical qualities, abilities, and virtues. Magically, these are called animal powers. By studying, understanding, and coming into alignment with these animal powers, we can develop our own personal magical relationship with them. Traditional spiritual techniques, such as shamanism and spiritual horsemanship, rely heavily on the cultivation of appropriate animal powers. More generally, these techniques provide their individual users with direct spiritual connection with the power of a certain animal, which becomes the individual's animal helper. Myths and folk tales from the world tell how human beings in need are assisted by animal helpers to survive difficult times or arduous journeys. Symbolically, the animal represents a part of ourselves that we need in times when our conscious mind or our individual willpower is not enough to get us through. Animal helpers are often already present within us, for it is through the inner image of the animal that we can contact these necessary powers. We may also project the animal helper image outward onto real animals that we encounter. This helps us to retain the connection. One's fetch, a detached part of our individual personal existence, can appear in the form of an animal helper. It is not too difficult to discover your own personal animal helper. The kind of animal will depend on your personal pathway. For example, those on the path of wisdom should seek out perceptive beasts, such as owls, foxes, martins, and polecats. Practitioners of the martial arts have a rapport with ravens and other birds of prey, and predatory animals in general, especially those whose fighting styles they emulate. Hunters relate to their dogs and horses, and sometimes to the hunted animals too, especially in traditional societies. Wise women traditionally commune with cats, pigeons, and seagulls. It is rare for humans to have a spiritual relationship with insects and other small creatures. Bees, as domesticated animals, are the exception. If possible, observe real animals to see how they behave under different circumstances. When you are familiar with the nature of your animal helper, you can contact and experience its power through spiritual exercises. First, sit in a comfortable posture and go into a meditative state of consciousness. Visualize an inner image of the animal, then visualize yourself as it. Take on its size, shape, and inner body knowledge. Experience what it actually is to take on the animal's form. Feel the earth beneath the animal's feet, or, if it's a bird, the air rushing through its feathers. Take yourself on an inner journey in the form of your chosen animal. Explore how the animal reacts to different surroundings, what emotions it has, and how these relate to your own emotions. When you've done this a number of times, you will be familiar with the inner nature of your animal helper and be able to call on its power at will, as and when you need it. Once one has a personal animal helper, then it is traditional to keep its awareness present by wearing or carrying some reminder of the animal. Amulets made from teeth, claws, feathers, or bones linked to the wearer. This links you to the corresponding power animal. If an actual part of an animal is inappropriate, then a symbolic representation is just as good. When you have an animal helper, it is important to remember that you are still a human being. When we deal with animals in this way, regression to a subhuman state is an ever present possibility. Regression is not the aim of natural spirituality, which goal is spiritual progress to state of higher consciousness. Basically, don't go crazy and become the animal. Take it one step at a time and just learn how you feel and what best suits you. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. I appreciate it. Please hit the like, share if you can, and if you're not yet subscribed, please consider doing so. Many blessings.